Have you ever tried to plan a group event? If so, you're likely familiar with the spamming group chat messages and trying to mentally keep track of everyone's responses. However, thankfully for us, Walling has a solution for exactly this problem. Today, I'm going to show you how to make this interactive voting webpage for your next social event, whether that be for your friends, your colleagues, or even just your next D&D campaign. So let's get to it. Alright, so I'm going to start with a new wall. Just so you know, this template can be found under the Business and HR section on the templates, and it is the Ideas Voting template. So you can start with that if you'd like, but today I'm going to walk you through how to make it completely from scratch. So I'm going to start with a blank wall. I'm going to title it Social Event Voting. And I'm going to pick a cute little icon for the page as well. Let's go with that one. And before we get into things, I'm going to go into the wall customizations, which is the paint roller to the right of the title, and change a couple things. First off, under published wall, I'm going to turn off the sidebar navigation because we don't really need it. It's only 3 sections. We aren't going to do any wall color, so we can leave that alone. No logo. Colors can be the defaults. And then for text, I'm going to do Rubik for all of the title fonts, and then Enter for the body font. Okay, onto the first section, which I do not want a section title for, so I can just go into the 3 dots and turn off the section heading. And then we can pick our first template. For this one, I'm going to go with this one right here. We can pick a photo from Unsplash that goes along with our theme here. Let's do cheers, and we'll go with this one. I'm going to increase the height of the photo a little bit just so it kind of shows all the drinks pretty nicely. And then we can add our text. I am going to be using emojis on this webpage. So the way to do that on Windows is your Windows key plus colon, and that will bring up your emojis. On a Mac, that is Control plus Command plus space. So we'll do hands, and then I'm going to do this guy. Then we'll do vote for your preferred social event. And then I'm going to select the whole thing, increase it to a title font, and then we can add some copy down here explaining the purpose of our event, which is just to promote team building and a positive work environment. I'm also going to remove the background on this brick, so I'll just right-click on it and then hit the dashed line to remove the background. All right, the next section is our main proposed ideas, so I will title it Ideas, and then I'm going to add a description to it just to give some clear instruction, and then when the voting will be over. Then I'm going to customize this section, which you can do with this little slider icon to the right of the title. And then I'm going to add a color for the background. For this one, I want sort of a dark green. Okay, that's good. Oh, I think I'm going to start with the 3 bricks with images template. And then I'm going to change the background color to a light green. So I'll start with this, and then I'll kind of just... Yeah, that's good. And then I do want this to be 4 bricks in sort of a square. So I'm going to use the column rocker here at the top to decrease the number of columns to 2. And then I'm just going to right click on this brick and duplicate it. And scooch it on over here. Okay, now that we've got our layout, we can go ahead and add our brick reactions. And the way to do that would be to go into the section settings using the little icon to the right of the title. And then at the bottom here, there's a brick reactions section of the customizations. So we can flip that on. You want to make sure to use allow guest reactions, which is default, but just make sure you have that on just to make sure that whoever accesses the web page can vote on your ideas without having to be logged into Walling or anything like that. So anyone can then vote on your ideas. And for this section, we want the type to be votes. There's also emojis and likes, but we want this one to be a vote. So people can do either thumbs up or thumbs down. Okay, now we can add our content. First one's going to be karaoke night, so I'm going to add a microphone. And then we can add an image from Unsplash. Let's do mic. I'll go with this one. Next one is game night, so I'm going to do a dice. And we'll do maybe foosball. Go with this one. Next one is sports tournament, so I'm going to do maybe a basketball. Yeah. Sports tournament. And then let's find an image for basketball. And then lastly, happy hour. So we'll do maybe cheers. Yeah, there we go. Happy hour. And I'll search Unsplash for another cheersing photo. Go with this one. Okay, so now we've got our main ideas outlined. Lastly, what we're going to do is a section for additional ideas that you're sort of thinking about, and you kind of want to get some feedback on those ideas as well. I'm going to add a description to this section, just asking how people feel about these ideas. I'm going to change the background color to a light green. Okay. And then we want to turn on brick reactions for this section as well, except this time, instead of votes, we're going to do emojis. So they can sort of give a reaction emoji to the ideas that they like or don't like. So then in this dropdown, you can customize which emojis are allowed. So I'm going to uncheck thumbs up and thumbs down. I'm going to add confetti, the eyes, and the fire icon. Then we can pick our template. I'm going to start with this one. We do actually have 4 additional ideas that I want to add. So I'm going to use the column rocker up here to increase the number of columns to 4, and then just duplicate this one. I'm going to change the background color on these just to sort of be almost like a light gray-ish kind of tone in the green spectrum. The first one is going to be Volunteer Day. Next one is going to be an escape room challenge. Next one's going to be a wellness day. And then lastly, an outdoor adventure, which sounds particularly exciting. Okay, and that is it. We are done with our content. So all that's left to do is go up to the Publish tab on the top, click that. And then, as you can see right now, it's a private wall. So to allow anyone to come in and vote on it, you just got to publish it to the web. And it is now public. So now you have a link to share with everyone who you want to vote. And this page is automatically responsive. So no matter what device people are looking at it on, they have an easy way to view everything and hit their favorite things and vote. So I hope this gave you some inspiration on how you can use Walling for planning your next group activity and quickly gathering feedback in one easily accessible, interactive, and shareable webpage. And you can do all this for free. Like I mentioned earlier, this template can be found under the business and HR section when starting a new wall. It's called Ideas Voting. Or if you want to duplicate this wall into your Walling account, you can follow the link below and duplicate it from there as well. Until next time, have a good one.